sermon tonight is based on Matthew chapter 13. If you've ever heard of Marie Kondo or a Netflix show called Tidying Up, then you might know what it looks like to watch people experience joy. Marie is a 38-year-old now, I believe, Japanese organizing consultant, and what she does is she goes to all these American family homes and she helps people find that one object in their house that sparks joy. And in doing so, what happens is that everything else is organized according to self. So now you've got that one thing that sparks joy, and you can kind of move everything else out of the way. At the end of the show, people are crying, laughing, they're feeling great about themselves because they're homes that are full of clutter. Sometimes this is not my opposite side. At the end of it all, they have that spark of joy in their life. Now, I think what Marie Kondo is doing is great, but I don't think she's taking it far. Jesus today, he gives us an opportunity to think about the priorities that we've set in our life. And so if we take a list and think about the things that we have as our high priorities, and my guess is that they would probably be at the top, right? And then what comes next will be family, friends, financial security would be in there somewhere, right? And then like recreation and reputation. The question today is this. Are we willing to give all of it up to save faith at the time? Are we willing to sacrifice all of it for the ministry of the gospel, for the kingdom of heaven? Today, Jesus comes to us and he helps us see that we also have to do some major organizing. But Jesus' approach is a bit different. It's radical. Sometimes people might think it's crazy because he takes it a lot further. In his word from Matthew chapter 13, he teaches us that a Christian recognizes true treasure. And he starts it off with two men who find an incredible treasure. The first guy, if Marie went up to him and asked him to identify the object that sparks joy in his life, this first guy here would, in all seriousness, look her in the eyes and say, just this. Like, this is the only thing that matters in my life. I'm willing to give it up all. I'm willing to give it all up. I'll sell everything that I have. It's kind of hilarious when you think about it. Like, the first guy, he did what? Just happens to be walking in a field, and then out of nowhere just stumbles upon hidden treasure. And then the funniest part comes in play here. Of all the things that he could do next, what does he do? Well, he digs a hole, he buries it, and hides it. But that's what you do if you had a size of money back then. You wouldn't take to the bank, you wouldn't invest in the Dow Jones so that you can receive some investment on it years later. No, you wouldn't buy it. It reminds me of a news article I read a couple years back about a woman named Amanda Reese. Back in 2007, Amanda Reese was on the verge of bankruptcy, and her 83-year-old home was on the cusp of being foreclosed. And amidst all of that, well, she had a bathroom problem. And so she contacts this contractor, and he starts like ripping open the walls to take care of it. And what does he find? He finds a metal case that he opens up, and there's $182,000 of cash from the 1920s Depression era. Just like sitting in the wall of this home. She had no clue. That is just insane. Whoever this cash belonged to at the time, well, he did. If you had something money like that, you would probably hide it too. And that's what the man out here does. He hides it. He takes care of it. And I think this is now where maybe some questions are left unanswered for us. Like, was it ethical for this man to just keep it a secret? Like, did the field that he found his treasure in, was it like adjacent or like next to maybe a property that was his? Why didn't he tell anyone else about it? Why is it just like, is he just hoarding it up for himself? And this gives us a picture of how radical this whole situation is. You see, this is how intense this man in our parable is about guarding and keeping his treasure safe. And the second factor, well, he's no different. He, in fact, might be even more hilarious. Because all I can picture when I see this second guy, the pearl merchant, is, the part in Aladdin where Abu, knows he's not supposed to touch the red ruby or it, and he's just sitting there, and I promise his eyes are the widest they have ever been in that movie, right? Or for the sake of another solid movie quote, it might be like Gollum, and Lord of the Rings, and he's just like, my precious, right? It's hilarious, it's crazy, it is radical. But here's the thing. The pearl merchant is the same case, where he finds this pearl and he has to have it. In fact, he goes ahead and beyond. This guy actually has to sell the pearls that he already has to buy this one. Both men in our parable have to essentially impoverish themselves for this one treasure that sparks joy in their life. That's like me going up to my wife and saying, hey, I think Tesla's I'm just going to take everything we have. We're going to liquidate it all out. We're all Tesla. And then we're going to buy somebody just below. It's wild. It's crazy, isn't it? But it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter at all. They go all in, even if it means giving up everything. So what does this all mean? Well, for starters, Jesus isn't telling us to sell everything we own. He isn't teaching us how to do business with God. He isn't telling us that the only way that we can access this treasure is if we go and seek it and find it ourselves, right, without any help from Him or the Holy Spirit. He's not saying that. And He's certainly not saying that we can purchase His love and His forgiveness through our own sacrifices or commitments to Him. No, instead, what Jesus does for us today is He moves our hearts to take a moment and consider the value that we place on the gospel, on this word that we've heard so far for 30 minutes on a Sunday, on this word that penetrates our life throughout the year, every single day. This morning we take an opportunity to think about the ministry of the gospel, the kingdom of heaven. What does it mean for us? And the reason why Jesus wants us to take that time to think about it, well, it's because He knows that naturally on our own, we can't see it. You see, this flesh standing in front of you today, this flesh is so blind when it comes to the kingdom of God. And the same can be said for all of you as well. See, naturally, on our own, we don't love the gospel. Naturally, on our own, this flesh, your flesh, our flesh, we don't love God's forgiveness. We don't love the kingdom of heaven. That's not our first priority. Why? Well, because we have decided that there are other things in this life, again, according to our flesh, that have a higher priority. Like what? Well, maybe it's instead of the words that we hear in this church, right? In our home here, God has forgiven all of those sins. Go in peace through Jesus Christ. Instead of those words, sometimes it's actually the words that we hear on social media and news that we value. Or maybe instead of it being the waters of our baptism, where God says, "You are my child. You are mine forever. I am watching over you. Nothing will separate you from me." Instead of those waters, sometimes the flesh likes the waters of the swim park that we can go to and meet with family and friends. They might even coast into a Sunday morning. Or instead of the meal that we get to treasure here on a given Sunday, the body and blood of Jesus, the victory feast of the Lamb. Sometimes it's more so the restaurant that we've been great for the past 2 weeks. And those are all very general and basic examples, but I think you guys get the picture. Because I know I do. We're not going to start priorities. Faith, the kingdom of heaven, the gospel, it's not always at the top. We have to answer these questions. We have to answer it each individually, personally, right? What is more important to us in our lives? Because if we don't have an answer to it, well, we end up really lost, very scared, hopeless. We end up walking a fine line between life and death itself on Judgment Day when, well, Jesus says that there will be a separating between the good fish and the bad fish, and the bad fish will be thrown away, and there will be weeping and gnashing of teeth. And so we have to have an answer to this question today. And Jesus wants us to get an answer. Why? Well, because he cares so much. Maybe if we consider these parables in a different way, it might help us understand what Jesus has done for us. So instead of picturing Jesus as the treasure and we, the people who stumble upon hidden treasure through the help of the Spirit, I want us to, for a second, think about Jesus as the God who's working for the treasure, who stumbles upon it. And where is the treasure? Well, instead of buying a field, Jesus buys a cemetery. Why? Well, because he loves us. He sells everything he has. He gives literally his life, his blood, his all. For what? For the hidden treasure that is there. For the one pearl, us. He loves us so much that he comes and gives us his life, his all, so that when the time comes that we see him face to face, we can say, "Oh, well done, well done, my child, welcome home. You are mine forever. Come here, where you come." You see, in Jesus, what's most valuable to him, it isn't the things of this world that seem exuberant or amazing. You know what's valuable to Jesus? That's the curse. It's the lost. It's the oppressed and the depressed. It's the sinful. That's who he loves. He loves you and me. He loves the fact that we struggle because he knows that struggle brings us to him. He loves the fact that we need him. And so what does he do? He gives us his life. He gives us his all. And he does that right here. Through the word, through the sacrament, and through the waters of our baptism. Maybe he noticed this as we read through the parables. But the order in which the treasure and the sacrificing comes is really important. It's treasure and sacrifice. It's not sacrifice and treasure. It's not joy sacrifice and treasure. No, it's treasure, then sacrifice. That's how it was for them, and guess what? That's how it is for us today. You see, the treasure comes before the gratitude. Salvation comes before thankfulness, right? Our God today, through the Spirit, has shown us this treasure. This treasure that, in all seriousness, we can say, as we sit and stand here today, like the best words that I would hear all day are, I have been forgiven. Jesus speaks them to me. You are forgiven. You have a purpose. You have an identity. Now, moving forward, seeing that treasure through the help of the Spirit, I want to give him my all. I want to give him my everything. I'm willing to sacrifice, I'm willing to give it all up. Jesus, if it's between this and you, I am Jesus all the way. I pray that that's what our hearts are saying today, and that's what our hearts will continue to say from here on. And then my prayer finally is this, that we can share that with someone else. There's something so special about having guests and new people see this beautiful love of Jesus and have it light up their life and more specifically impact their heart and their soul. And we get to do that. We get to share this treasure, the ministry of the gospel, the kingdom of heaven, with those out there who need to hear. And sometimes they're closer than we expect. God bless our efforts in doing so. And God be with us as we do. Amen. Please stand. This morning we'll use the word of the Apostles' Creed to pass out. I believe in God.